Are you ready?
What do you guys want to talk about?
Let me talk to you.
Yeah!
It's showtime, folks!
Throwdown Nation, what is going on? We are live on a Friday evening. It is August 21st, 2026, and we are rolling on Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, Facebook, and Twitch. It is episode 262 of the Throwdown. We are the community on the interwebs where we celebrate both the art and the sport of professional wrestling, keeping a strong focus on the indies and bringing you the very best in hard-hitting, in-depth conversations with the hottest stars and most interesting people in and around independent wrestling worldwide. I'm your host, Matt, and today we are headed back out to what has truly become one of the hotbeds of indie wrestling here in America. I know this to be true because I have had numerous guests on the show from that region, and for the remainder of August, all remaining guests for the month are from Northern California. And today, we are throwing down with one of them, Mr. Shaun Sims. How you doing, sir?
I'm doing pretty good. How about yourself?
Man, I can't complain. Any day you start and finish above ground, it's a good day.
That is correct.
And for those of you watching live, let me direct your attention to the ticker that's running on the bottom of the screen. That contains all, or at least most, of Shaun's social media accounts along with mine. So do us a favor, if you aren't following or subscribed, take the time and go to each of the platforms and do so. It definitely helps both of us. And one final thing before we get started, I want to let everybody know, if you have a question or comment, you can definitely put it in the chat. Or if you're feeling brave and you want to actually ask your question or make your comment in person, you can use the QR code that I'm fixing to throw onto the screen. You scan that code and it will allow you to log in audio only and ask your question or make your comment live and in person. All we ask is that you mute any background audio and be at least reasonably civil in your conversation. So I'm throwing the QR code up, and if you're feeling brave, scan that puppy and come on and talk to us. So we'll go ahead and get started with the first and really the most obvious question. And that is, how long have you been wrestling, Shaun?
I've been training. I started training in 2006 in June. And in-ring wrestling, I debuted in December of that year. So about 20 years. In December, I'll have been wrestling for 20 years.
Nice. So you've been around.
Yeah, I've been around.
Yeah. So who actually trained you?
I actually was trained at Devil Mountain Wrestling. I was trained by Hellfire, Alexis Derevko, and Jason Vega. Those are my primary trainers when I first got into the business. That's who I trained with the most. I did go out to other schools and train under other people. I learned from people like Rick Luxury, learned from people like Tony Vargas, and stuff like that from like BTW. And Rick Luxury is from all over the place too. So, um, and still to this day, with my fellow coaches at Oasis, I learned from them still after 20 years of doing it. I'm still learning. So,
Well, the day that you stop learning is the day that you stagnate, you start to become dangerous, and you die a little bit inside.
that's right.
So, looking over at the Instagram chat, we've got a number of people showing up for the show. We've got the always fun and future guest of the show, 209 Loca. We've got another upcoming guest, Big Mo Dog, and his tag partner, Deshaun McLean, are both hanging out with us. We've got Sweet Cheeks Sunny and SS Fitzgerald as well. So, in the early stages of your wrestling training, what would you say was the most challenging aspect of professional wrestling for you to kind of wrap your mind and body around?
I would say probably for me, it was the cardio because I I was a big guy, and when I came in, we were doing powerlifting. So I would power lift for 2 hours and then I would train for 2 hours. And so my cardio wasn't the best. My cardio is still not the best, but I understand the aspect of storytelling now. So I make it work for me.
Got you. Got you. So, did you come to professional wrestling with a previous athletic type of combat sport prior to entering into pro wrestling training?
No, I did very minimal of any kind of like martial arts or anything like that. I basically came in no knowledge besides watching since I was a child, thinking it's something that it looked like I would want to do and want to try. And I finally got the courage enough to go and try it. And figured, what's the worst they're going to say? I'm no good and that I got to stop. And luckily for me, that wasn't the case. And here I am now.
Very cool. Very cool. So, you mentioned that you've been a fan of professional wrestling since you were a child. What would you say is
hmm
your earliest wrestling related memory?
Um, I remember, I don't remember what it was on. I think it was NWA. And I remember Great Muta versus Sting.
Oh, yeah.
And and I'm not unpopular opinion. I don't really like Sting, so to see him get misted and lose the match, like I love that. That was a pretty early memory. And then renting WrestleMania 1 and 2 on video from the video store when I was a kid. That's my earliest memories of
Oh,
wrestling
yeah.
and been hooked ever since. I remember Paul Orndorff flexing the biceps and kissing them, and I'm just like, I want to do that. So
Yep. Yep. Yeah, it's funny. I'm an older guy, and next month I'll be 57, and I've been a fan since I was around 11. So, I had I've really been very blessed as a fan to have lived through a really cool span of time because I started watching as a kid in the early 1980s back in the territory
yeah,
days, and got to see all of that. Got to see the rise and fall of ECW, the whole Monday Night Wars, start to finish. I've been very blessed to be around and see a lot of things as they happened rather than
yeah,
retrospectively. So yeah, it's been a very cool run. And right now with the rise of the indies and everything else, this is really one of the most exciting times to be a fan because there is just so much good wrestling out there and so much content to consume. It's hard to find time to consume everything you want. There's only so many hours in the week.
Yeah.
So, what was the first live show you ever went to as a fan?
It was a show in Sacramento at Arco Arena, and I think it was just a house show. It was nothing crazy, but I remember seeing like Ultimate Warrior, Ravishing Rick Rude, um, Dino Bravo, like all the old school people that I grew up watching. Like I think I was probably maybe 12 to 13 when I went. It was one of my buddies from school. His dad took us, and yeah, being there and seeing it in person and not on TV and just being not really up close because we got cheap seats, but still, it was
Right.
amazing. Just being there, seeing it, and thinking like eventually, like I knew in my head that I wanted to do that, and I just yeah, I didn't have the confidence, I would say, at that time to like try and like go and try for it. But yeah, I remember that. I remember seeing like how larger than life they were as, a young kid, and just thinking like hopefully I get big enough to be able to do this. Like, and I mean, I'm not huge, but I'm not small, so
So, this question that I'm fixing to ask is always fun to ask guys that have been in the business for a while because as you get older, uh, this question changes a bit, and that is, tell us a bit about your gym routine. And in your mind, what would be the most crucial exercise or group of exercises that you use to keep in ring shape, especially with 20 years in the business? Because I know it changes over time. It always evolves.
yeah. Like I said, when I first got into the business, I was doing powerlifting. Um, I was a lot younger then. Now, um, I maintain focus on my legs because you got to have strong, healthy legs to do this. And I've had a knee surgery, um, so I focus on keeping my legs strong because that's pretty much your base for almost everything you do. Is if you don't have strong legs, then you're not going to be a good base. People aren't going to want to work with you. So strong legs, and then of course the pretty muscles. You gotta have all this up here looking good. But I go heavy on my legs. I go lighter on my chest and shoulders and arms because uh, I'm I'm not as young as I used to be. And matter of fact, in 2 days I'll be 49 years old. So yeah, I'm not a spring chicken anymore. I'm not out there powerlifting anymore. I just got to be strong enough to lift up people, to keep them safe. So yeah, I do. I go for reps mainly for chest, shoulders, and stuff like that. But I still lift semi heavy with my legs because you got to have strong legs if you want to do this. So
Absolutely. Never skip leg day.
never.
So, kind of on the flip side of the gym routine, what is your guilty pleasure cheat day snack of choice?
Oh man, I really love cookies. I I I've been known. When I was little, my mom would call me Cookie Monster. Like I love cookies to death. Like it's even right now, trying to do like being in a calorie deficit because I'm on a fitness journey. I'm trying to be in the best shape of my life by 50. And I still will break down and I'll have a cookie or two or five. I really like cookies.
What's your cookie of choice?
My favorite cookie I love Snickerdoodles. Snickerdoodles that's my cookie of choice. I love chocolate chip cookies though. I love s'mores cookies, but I love Snickerdoodles, and then that's like homemade. Store-bought cookies though, I love the Keebler Elves fudge stripe cookies.
Those are good.
Those and the circus animal cookies, the little pink and white frosted animal crackers. Those are my go-tos.
Yep. 209 Loca just commented, Shaun the Cookie Monster. So
Yeah.
away from wrestling, what are some of your hobbies and interests? What do you like to do with whatever spare time you might have?
I like to play video games. I like to draw. I like to work out. I don't draw as much as I used to. I don't play as video games as much as I used to. But yeah, those are some. I like to watch. I like to watch anime, and sports, or like a good movie, like something like that. I don't have much free time. I'm usually booked every weekend and then training, and so. But yeah, when I do get spare time, occasionally I'll play the Nintendo Switch. I'll play some video games real quick, something like that.
Gotcha. Well, we're mostly a wrestling related show, obviously, but we do dabble a little bit into pop culture here and there, and I'm always looking for recommendations. So by any chance, are you watching or listening to anything really cool right now?
I just finished watching the show on Amazon Prime, The Boys. I don't know if you know what that is with the superheroes.
I do, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm actually in the middle of season 3 right now. I'm working my way through it, man. That show is insane.
I love that show. I love that show.
Yeah, really.
I just finished the last season of Invincible, which is the animated series. That's similar to The Boys. But yeah, that's pretty much about it. I don't watch much TV unless it's wrestling or sports.
Yeah. My son has been after me to watch Invincible, so I may have to carve out the time and watch it.
It's really good.
Yeah, yeah, that's what he keeps saying. So later in the show, but something that we do in all of these is we let the current guest ask a question of the next guest. And actually, a recent guest, a guy that you know probably pretty well, D Rogue, asked such a great question that I've incorporated it into my permanent question repertoire. And the question that he asked is, if your wrestling career could be summed up in a movie, what movie would it be? Isn't that a great question?
It is. It's a great question, but it's also kind of a sad question because, like, if I would have to say for me, I mean, minus the drugs, I would probably say The Wrestler with Mickey Rourke, because he was an older guy, didn't want to give it up, and I'm an older guy. I don't want to give it up. Hopefully, I don't have a heart attack in the ring. But yeah, I mean, even though that movie is based off of a guy who's made all the wrong decisions in the wrestling business, I don't think I make all the wrong decisions. I just identify with it because of, like I said, him being older and still chasing the glory. And like when you're out there and you're doing it, it's like it's a release. Like you get to be somebody that you're not, and that's one of the greatest feelings So I would have to say that.
Absolutely.
That is a good question.
So outside of wrestling, what person inspires you the most and why?
Outside of wrestling,
Yeah.
um, I don't know really. Like mostly fictional characters. I would guess like I would say maybe like the Cheshire Cat from Alice in Wonderland because he's crazy and he's always smiling. Uh,
Yeah.
like so that would be one. And then I'm a huge Godzilla fan too. So like I don't know if that's not really a person. Neither one of them really people. They're both fictional characters, but like that I base like what I do, how I do things off of that. Like because I'm always smiling, I'm always trying to destroy stuff like in the ring. So
Yeah.
uh, and then have you seen that movie Split?
I have.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's another aspect of outside that I like kind of take from and use as character. Um, try to use uh, like split personalities and stuff. Like, uh,
Gotcha. So, what is your favorite thing about Northern California?
the weather. Um, I mean, I was born and raised here, so like I was
Hmm.
born and raised in the Bay Area, San Jose. So um, I love the weather here. You can you can drive a few hours and experience all four seasons if you really wanted to. You can go to SoCal and have summer, even when it's not summer. You can come here and get yourself, fall with the nice breeze and stuff. You go up north and you can get winter and you get snow. I love the weather here.
Gotcha. So, they say that the best wrestling personas are usually pretty much yourself, kind of turned up to 11. So, kind of compare and tell us a bit about in ring Shaun and kind of compare and contrast him with everyday you.
Um, I mean, compare like it pretty much is just me turned up to 11. Uh, and I don't really change much. Like I smile a lot, even if I'm not happy. I still smile. It's something that I do. I smile a lot in the ring, whether I'm being a heel or a face. Like I'm smiling. It doesn't matter. If I'm biting somebody, as soon as I'm done, I'll smile at everybody. Just so um, yeah. Contrasts
Gotcha.
is like outside the ring. Like I stay quiet. Like if I'm angry, like at something, like instead of like blowing up and blowing off the handle, like I stay silent. I shut down. In the ring, at my character, if I get angry, I'd fly off the deep end and I lose control and uh, yeah. Sometimes I make mistakes that cost me matches, but they remember who they were in there with. But so yeah, but it's just like the attitude, like the demeanor, like everything. It's just me, but just amplified. Like me outside of wrestling, I'd say I'm probably at like a 3 or 4. Not really that intense. I'm pretty mellow. Inside the ring, I start off mellow, maybe at like a 6, and then I can shoot up to like a 12 or a 15, depending on what stereo you're using.
Gotcha. Gotcha. Um, Sweet Cheeks Sunme just commented in the Instagram chat that you have the best smile ever. So,
Thank you. I've heard that a lot. People say that I should smile more because I have a good smile. I'm just like, it's just teeth, man. But thank you.
so tell us about your very first match. What was it like? How did it go? And what were your thoughts?
My very first match, I had a match against my trainer up in Oregon, and the whole time that we were up there, like I was terrified. Like I was brushing my teeth, and I didn't have to move my hand because I was shaking so much. Like it was just like, um, we got to the venue, and like I'm trying to breathe, and it's wintertime, it's December, it's snowing, and it's cold. I can't breathe, so I'm asking people. I'm just like, "Are you having a hard time breathing?" And they're just like, "No, I'm fine. I'm fine." I'm just like, "Okay," and I'm just sitting there, and I'm just like, and then like it just keeps getting worse and worse because like as the show goes on, I know it's getting closer and closer. And we were semi-main,
Mm-hmm.
which also scared the hell out of me. I'm just like, why are we semi-main? I should have been like first. I should have like, and so we get out there, and like I come out, and I pretty much get blown up on my entrance, just coming out, throwing my arms out, wearing a silk shirt, like trying to be all cool. Um, and by the time I get in the ring, I'm just like, yeah, I don't have much left. And so we're standing across from each other. We circle around. He gets in my face, and he smacks the hell out of me. And all I hear for the rest of the match is ringing, like just in my ear. Yeah. And like when he did that, I got scared because like I joined his school because of his demeanor. Like he was like this big badass like dude. I didn't realize I was bigger than him. But and then to see him opposing me and like I'm just like, oh, that's hellfire over there. What? And like I think he saw it, so he kind of broke kayfabe a little bit and he smiled at me. And it kind of like I was like, all right, he's not gonna kill me. And yeah, we had the match. There was one point I made a mistake, and I still beat myself up to this day. I had him up on my shoulders, and I was trying to reach back and grab him, and I couldn't. And I just kept on and kept on, and then finally, like I just put my arm down and let him do like the roll up that he was supposed to do without me hooking him. And that's when I learned that you're gonna make mistakes. Learn how to fix them or get around them so you don't look stupid like that. Because I felt pretty stupid. So, but yeah, got
Gotcha.
through it, and then after that, I was hooked. I was just like, oh yeah, I want to do that again. So
Nice, nice.
not in Oregon
Well,
though, not when it's cold.
no. A guy that you mentioned earlier, the Machine Tony Vargas, just joined us. So he's hanging
What's
out
up,
over on
Tony?
Instagram. So we've heard about the first one. Now, if you can narrow it down over 20 years of doing this, do you have a favorite match that you've been a part of, or favorite matches?
Um, Anytime I get to wrestle one of my brothers from Bike Club, it's always fun because it's like a night off. We know each other so well. And it's not often that you actually get to wrestle against like people that are part of your faction, but we're a dysfunctional family. So anytime like I've been in the ring with Tony Vargas or Devin Danger, and I haven't got the chance to wrestle Popcorn Mike yet because he's always been my manager, but I'm still waiting on that one. I love working them. My favorite match though, honestly, recently just happened. Um, I had a triple threat cage match at Next Level for the title, and I think it was one of my favorites because before this match, I was thinking of hanging the boots up because I was in horrible shape. It was getting harder and harder for me to do, and uh, I finally had said I've had enough, and so I started on a fitness journey again, and I lost about I think at that time I had probably dropped about 30 something pounds, and I was just able to move so much better, and it just I don't know if the match was like really the best, but like I just felt so good in the moment, and I felt that I did so well. That's one of my favorite matches. And then the ending, everybody loved the ending, even though I'm the bad guy. Like people were like, "Oh," and cheering and stuff. So that was cool. But yeah, that I would have to say that's probably one of my favorite matches, and it's probably, and like I said, it's probably from the aspect of that I just recently dropped some weight and like I'm able to move a little bit better like I did when I was younger, and I'm just like thinking, okay, maybe I'm not gonna hang them up. Like I still got it, I can still go. So that or like I said, getting to wrestle one of my brothers in the ring because it's like a night off. You just go out there and you're playing superheroes and supervillains with your buddies. So.
Yep. And you were mentioning that it's like one dysfunctional family, and in that case you're putting the fun back into dysfunctional. So.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
So you've been doing this 20 years. I'm sure over the years you've probably picked up quite a few of these, but what would you say is your biggest wrestling related pet peeve?
People who haven't been doing it as long and thinking that they are something more than what they are. Like that bothers me a lot. Like, cause I show everybody respect. When I go, I shake everybody's hand. Before I leave, I tell everybody goodbye. Like I'm not smug. I don't have an ego. I just love doing what I do. And to see some of the younger people like come in and think, oh yeah, I don't have to do this. I don't have to help with the ring or help with the chairs or anything like that. I'm just like, I was helping paint our building and set up chairs so we can see what it looked like. So we had a new setup for what I do, and I'm one of the trainers there. So that's one of my pet peeves. That, and then dead air. And what I mean by dead air is like when you make a mistake in a match and you just freeze.
Yeah.
Like don't that's
vapor lock. I mean.
Yeah. That's a huge one. Like just constantly keep moving, keep working. I can't stand that. That's probably my biggest one, is when somebody makes a mistake and they just freeze up and they sit there. And yeah, that's like nobody likes dead air on the radio. Nobody wants to see somebody standing there trying to figure it out in the wrestling ring. Like just keep moving.
Absolutely. So, do you have an all-time favorite match as a fan? Is there a match or matches that are near and dear to your heart that you find yourself circling back to?
I don't know if it's really just like one particular match. I do like to go back and watch like some old stuff. I like to go back and watch WrestleMania 21 a lot. Because I was there. And that was when I think that was when they had the first ever Money in the Bank ladder match was at that WrestleMania. That was pretty cool. But I mean, I don't, like, I go back and I watch like old Shawn Michaels stuff. I go back and watch. I try and go back and watch like people that work similar to me, or like that I copy them because they did it first. So I don't really have like matches per se, but like I'll go back and I'll watch like a Saturday Morning Superstars, and I'll watch like King Haku beat the crap out of some no-name dude just to see like how he moves and stuff like that. Like I have people that I like to watch, but matches I can't. I mean, unless you want to count the match where, like I said, Sting got misted by the Great Muta and then got hit with the moonsault and lost. Like I like that match a lot. Like, but yeah, I like watching like specific people, like King Haku, Bray Wyatt. I love Bray Wyatt. Um, and
Yeah.
and people like that, Papa Shango and stuff like that. Like,
Yeah. Yeah. It's been cool these last few weeks seeing Haku showing up on SmackDown and helping his sons out.
yes,
That's
yes,
being a long-term wrestling fan. I kind of grew up watching Haku, and it's really been a pleasure seeing him. Back out there in front of the camera, doing some stuff. So
yeah,
I'm interested to see where that's all going to go.
yeah. No, it is really good to see him out there again. Like, yeah, it's crazy to see. Like, we grew up watching him, and now
Yep.
we're watching. We're watching his kids do what he
Yep.
did, and just like, yeah, that's pretty
Yeah.
awesome.
Little full circle moments like that are always
Hmm.
cool. Um,
Yeah.
particularly, I mean, you and I have been watching this stuff for a long time, and seeing things kind of come full circle. It was like a few weeks back, Roman was talking to Jacob Fatu about, someday, someday our kids are going to be tag teaming together or wrestling each other, and the
Hmm.
bloodline just continues on and on. Uh, so this is one of these questions that the answer can literally change almost moment to moment, hour to hour, day to day. But at this very moment, in your opinion, who are the best male and best female wrestlers in the world? Who is the best man and who's the best woman at this moment?
Um, I mean, you gotta give it to Roman. Roman Reigns is top right now. Probably like has been even with that long title reign that he had for over 3 years, and then was gone and then came back, and it's like he hasn't missed a step. Like he
Yep.
when he's on TV, it's entertainment. You know that you're gonna get your money's worth, whether he's just talking or he's wrestling. Like you're gonna get your money's worth when he's in there. Um, Female, I don't. I used to think it was Charlotte, but she's kind of fallen off a little bit for me. I don't know. She's having fun again, which is it's good to see, but um I don't know. Like Liv Morgan and Io killed it to start off
Yeah,
SummerSlam. I don't think
they
any match
did.
after that was better. Like that, they went out there and they did their thing. Like so, I mean, they're really good. Um, Yeah, like everybody likes Becky Lynch. I like her as a character. I don't like her in ring work that much though. Like I don't know. Like I just I'm not like everybody else and just like, oh yeah, we gotta like that because everybody likes it. I'm just like, no, her character, I love her character. Like she's good on the
Yeah,
mic and but when she gets in the ring, like I mean she can wrestle better than me because she's there and I'm not. But yeah, just I would probably have to go EO or Liv Morgan, honestly. Like they're really good. I do like. I mean, there are others that I think are great too, but they just got on the main roster. Like I like Lash Legend because
hmm
she's real strong, just be tossing people around. Like she looks like she makes it look believable, and I like that. Um, so yeah, but I'd have to give the nod to EO. I would say EO and Liv right now are like neck and neck for top for right now, in my opinion. I could be
yeah,
wrong.
yeah. Hey, so and this can be present day or past. Who would be a dream opponent? Who would you love to have the opportunity to share a ring with?
Bray Wyatt.
Yeah, yeah. such an incredible loss to the business. I mean, the guy creatively was so ahead of his time, and so there was so much untapped potential,
Yeah.
and viewed the Wyatt Six. That debut was unbelievable. But after the debut, I just feel like creative just totally dropped the ball with that faction. They could have done so many cool things with the Wyatt Six, and they just didn't. You know. But
Yeah, they
what can you
yeah, they
do?
they just I mean, because they didn't have the mind there to do the things that he wanted to do. Like they can't think like him, so they can't produce like him. So they basically, I think they used them just to for the nostalgia, to sell some shirts, make some
Yep.
money, and then once it like kind of died down and everybody was, going in their other directions, and they're just all right, we should probably get rid of them now. Even
Yep.
though every one of them is an amazing worker, you could have separated
Oh
them
yeah.
and potentially had them do something else. But instead, because they were in that faction, they just did away with the whole faction instead of
Yep.
trying to put them somewhere, like let them go back to NXT and work their way back up or start a new character. I mean, Bray Wyatt did that in the first place. He was Husky Harris, and then he went
Yep.
back to developmental, came at Bray Wyatt, and then worked his way back up. And I don't.
Yep.
I think they dropped the ball with them because I like Bo Dallas, I like Dexter Loomis, Joe Gacy. Like every single one of them
Yep.
is money if they just
Yep.
yeah. But yeah, Bray Wyatt. I got the Bray Wyatt moth tattooed on my thigh, hella big. Like I got it on the anniversary of his passing. He passed the day after my birthday.
Uh, Oh yeah, you had mentioned this time of the year, so happy birthday.
Thank you. Yeah, it's
So
on Sunday, the 23rd. I'll be 49 years old.
wow, wow. So in-ring chemistry is obviously extremely important, and when you're working various people, you're going to have different levels of chemistry with the person that you're working, but have a person or people that if you're working that person, magic is going to happen and it's going to be a banger. Do you have some people like that you want to just give some shout outs to?
Um, I know for a fact if I mean, there's quite a few because I've been around for a while, and some of these guys have been around for a while. Um, Boyce Legrand, I know that it's going to be real fun. We're not going to have to do very much, and we're going to have everybody in the palm of our hands the whole entire match. So that's one. Um, like I said, anytime I get to work Tony Vargas, that's it's a day off for the both of us. And same thing, like it's just they don't know who to cheer for because they like us both, but then they also hate us both. I just think they like me a little bit more than they like him. So I usually end up with the cheers. Um, yeah. Um, yeah, those two for sure. It's like it's a day off. I just know I'm gonna go and have fun, not have to worry about, trying to call this whole big old spot fest of a match. Like I'm gonna go out there, have fun. I'm gonna get hit hard. I'm gonna hit them hard. Um, good times.
Absolutely. So,
And
what
then
is
there's
your
some of the newer
favorite
guys too
move? What
that are
is
like that.
something?
My favorite move.
Okay. So, Yeah. So, what is your favorite move? What is something you just really enjoy doing? And then on the flip side of that, is there a move that you won't do, or you would at least rather not do, and that can be giving or receiving?
Um, I mean, I like giving people suplexes. It's one of the moves that I've liked ever since I was a kid because I thought it was amazing. You're just taking this guy, picking him up and flinging him up over your like. So suplexes are fun. Giving and receiving, I don't mind taking a suplex. Um, I don't I don't like taking power bombs, but luckily for me, I'm kind of big, so a lot of people don't try and give me a power bomb. But I'm pretty sure now that I said that, people are gonna try and do that to me. And but yeah, I think I've taken a power bomb one time, and it was during training, and it's because I had to do it. But I was on, we were doing bumps off of the middle rope, from the middle rope to the ground, and I don't like being up on the ropes. And my trainer, Alexis Derevko, came and he got under and he was holding me, and I was still holding onto the ropes. He's just like, "Let it go, let it go, you gotta let it go." And then so I finally let it go, and he power bombed me. And I think that's the only power bomb I've ever taken. And everybody who's listening to this and watching this, don't think you're gonna power bomb me. I'm not gonna allow it to happen.
By any chance, the other day, did you see the footage of Scott Steiner's kid suplexing the guy during the little skirmish he's right now trying to make it onto the New Orleans Saints football team,
Hmm.
and they got into a little skirmish with some of the Dallas Cowboys players, and Scott Steiner's kid suplexed one of them.
Yes.
Yeah,
I did not know that was him, but yes, I did see
yeah,
that, and I was just like,
yeah,
oh, he
yeah,
should be
yeah,
wrestler.
yeah. That was Scott Steiner's kid.
Makes sense.
Yeah, absolutely. So, you've been doing this 20 years, and I'm sure that this applies to one degree or another, but I'll ask what hurts right now or
What
what
doesn't?
doesn't hurt.
What
Yeah.
doesn't hurt? Um, my ankles hurt all the time. My knees hurt. My hips hurt. My back, for the most part, is actually pretty good. My back doesn't hurt that often. Um, my my shoulder hurts, but that's because it's hurt since I injured it during a match, and I never got it looked at. I never got it fixed. So I took a week off and then went right back to wrestling. I just used KT tape. So I lost some of my strength there, but I mean it's still strong enough to do what I do. But yeah, so yeah, legs, like my knees, my ankles, my hips, and then my shoulder. Those hurt the most.
Gotcha. So, over the time you've been doing this, what is the worst bump you have taken?
Um, I took a early in my career, I think I took a choke slam and I held my breath and didn't tuck my chin. And
Ooh,
so I knocked all the air out of myself as this at the same time was blasting my head on the mat. That's probably one of the worst bumps I've taken. I mean, for the most part, I'm pretty safe. I don't I don't like to be hurt. I don't like to hurt people. So um yeah, that was probably one of the worst things. It's like it was something that I was just like wasn't prepared for, and I got scared, and like I know now, don't hold your breath. That's the worst thing you do. Just breathe out as soon as you hit, because yeah, it's not good to hold your breath. It's
no.
like getting hit in the stomach by a car. You lose everything, and it's so hard to get your breath back, especially mid match. It doesn't work.
No, no. So, knowing everything you know at this point in your life, if you could give any advice to your younger self, what would it be?
Don't sell yourself so short. Um, I always thought that I always thought I wasn't good enough. I wasn't big enough. I wasn't strong enough. And then doing this for so long that, and meeting some of the people that I've met that, have made it in the business, I'm not much smaller than they are. So I'm actually bigger than some of them. So I, I would say start sooner and don't sell yourself short. Like, because you're not.
Gotcha. So, do you have any pre-show traditions? Any things that you try to do consistently before you walk through the curtain?
I used to, um, like being an ex-baseball player, like I would, like, you have that superstition, like you gotta do this, you gotta wear these socks, otherwise something bad's gonna happen. Um, but now I just, I don't really have one. I just go in and like I said, I go and say hi to everybody, and then I usually just stick to like the people that I've known the longest. Um, and like I don't really go over matches like a lot of people do. Like they get up and they're like, all right, I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna do this, and I'm just like, how are we starting? This is the cutoff, and this is the end. The rest of it we'll just call out there. And then I just chill and I just relax until the music hits. And then once the music hits, because like I'm nervous. I like if you were to ask me like right before a match, like, oh, how are you feeling? You ready to go? I'm gonna be like, no, I'm not ready to go. I'm nervous. I'm terrified. Like at any moment, like anything can happen. As soon as I hear that music and I walk through that curtain, it's just like totally different person, and I'm ready to go, and everything is different. Then as soon as I come back, then I'm either ecstatic that I got through it, or I'm just like, damn, I messed up. And fans wouldn't know, but I know, and it irks me. But yeah, I don't have any rituals. I used to wear the same socks every match, but once they got holes in them, you can't really wear them anymore. It's uncomfortable to have holy
Nah,
socks in your boots.
absolutely. So, tell us a bit about your gear bag. What all do you carry in your gear, and do you carry anything unique or unusual in your gear?
Um, I have a rubber duck in my gear bag. Um, that's
What's the
probably the
story
only.
there?
Um, we were wrestling in Washington, and for some strange reason, there was rubber ducks everywhere. One of the rubber ducks ended up in the ring, and I was wrestling, and then I seen the duck, and then I don't know why, but I started acknowledging the duck. And then one of the guys did something to the duck, and I lost my mind, and I was just like, he smashed the duck. And so the referee grabbed the duck and held the duck the rest of the match. We finished the match, and I ended up losing. It was a triple threat match, and I ended up losing. But the referee came over, and like as I was getting up off of the ground and I lost, she handed me the duck, and I like jumped up and I was just like, I got the duck, and the whole crowd lost it. And yeah, that duck travels with me now everywhere I go. I still have the duck. So
Nice. Does he have a name?
no, it's just the
No,
duck.
he's just the duck. Okay.
Yeah.
So, like I mentioned earlier, something that we've done in all of these is we've let the current guest ask a question for the next guest. And my previous guests, last Friday, I had these two guys on. They do this social media based pro wrestling tribute slash parody called American Bounce Fighter. and that they're basically doing these wrestling skits on trampolines, and sort of combining wrestling and pop culture and a whole bunch of other stuff. But the question that they posed is, what did you do last summer?
What did I do last summer?
Yeah, because they know.
Oh man. If they know, then why are they asking?
Because they want you to fess up.
I mean, what did I do last summer? I turned 48 last summer. I went to the beach. What else did I do? I'm pretty sure I wrestled a lot. I'm pretty sure I ate a corn dog at the boardwalk in Santa Cruz. I mean, nothing that I really can't disclose. I didn't hit somebody with my car and then try and, toss them into the water or anything like that. That didn't happen. There's nobody with a hook coming after me. As far as I know, I'm the only, weirdo walking around with masks on. So I think I'm pretty safe. I don't think I did anything wrong last summer. And if I did, then karma will get me.
Yeah. So since this is part of a series, do you have a question that you would like to ask the next guest?
Who is the next guest? Do we know who the next guest is?
The next guest is actually another Northern California guy, America's CEO, Ray Kennedy.
Oh, not that guy.
That guy.
If I'm asking him specifically, I want to know where he got that jacket. Just tell him, Shaun Sims wants to know where you got that jacket. He'll know what I'm talking about.
Okay. So, during his farewell tour, John Cena kept bringing up the concept of leaving wrestling better than he found it. And that really resonated with me, and I just thought, well, what a cool thing to strive for. And you've been doing this 20 years, so I mean, obviously you're closer to the end than you are to the beginning. What do you hope to how do you hope to leave wrestling better than you found it?
I just pass on the knowledge that I have for doing this to my students or anybody who asks me. Like if they ask me a question, I just try and tell them in the best possible way on how I understood it and how I finally started to get it. That. And then if like anybody asks me, any tips about like lifting or anything like that, like I try and help out in any way I possibly can. Me and a group of my students, we have a accountability club that we're doing right now. Is we're like anytime we post our foods, we post our workouts, like we're keeping ourselves accountable, trying to help each other out, to better ourselves while doing this. But yeah, any knowledge that I have, I try and share with the next generation, whether they're my students or to somebody else's students. Like if I can help out in any way, like understanding the aspect of storytelling, doing this, then I that's what I try and pass on. So
absolutely. So do you have any upcoming shows or anything at all that you want to give some hype to?
I actually I'm working a show tomorrow. I'm working at East Bay Pro Wrestling in Pacheco in a tag match with Devin Danger, my longtime tag team partner, member of Bike Club. So yeah, we're doing that tomorrow. There's also a show going on in Berkeley. The school that I work at, Oasis Pro, they're running a show tomorrow that I'll probably be at after it's over, but I'm gonna go and hang out with all them afterwards. And we're gonna celebrate my birthday in Oasis fashion.
Absolutely. Well, as far as what we've got coming up on the Throwdown, like I said, this coming Monday, the 24th, 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific, we've got episode 263, and our guest is another Northern California guy, America's CEO, Ray Kennedy. And then Tuesday, the 25th, 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific, there's a theme here, more NorCal, episode 264 with DJ Fresh. And like I said, the remainder of August is all NorCal. So it's going to be good. Man, you know, I have been so impressed with the talent coming from the region you call home. There are so many talented people and just good human beings, you know. I mean, you guys have something really special going on up there, and I think you know that.
Yeah. Yeah, it's fun. It's fun to work here. It's fun to, you know, to mix it up with all the guys around here. Like I've worked other areas, but I really like this area a lot with all the guys that we have here.
Absolutely. And for those of you that have been watching this live, thank you. For those of you that'll be seeing this on replays and such, thank you for that. If you like what we've got going here, definitely do the old like, comment, share, and subscribe. And until Monday evening, 7 p.m., 4 p.m. Pacific with Ray Kennedy, be good to each other, love each other, and let's keep throwing down.